Hi! Welcome to my Disney character performer audition video. This video is just to tell you guys about the audition experience itself. I'm not going to give any tips in this video. If you guys want any tips, check out my last video because that has all the tips that you guys should need for going to an audition. But this is what the actual audition for the Disney College program is like. So welcome. I tried out for the fall 2015 audition in Salt Lake City, Utah. I flew out from Colorado, and I would highly recommend flying out and going to another state and meeting new people for an audition. As long as it's not super expensive and it's in your price range, go for it. It was so much fun. I met so many people, and I will tell you guys right off the bat that I didn't make it to the second round. I got cut. I'm not a character performer. I'm still doing attractions though for the fall. But even though I got cut, it was the greatest experience because after it, I got to go with some Disney people to the mall. We got to go shopping, and then we flew back to Colorado. And I had school the next day, and I was like, what is life? Like, I just wanted to go back. I was just so ready to start the program because of how many wonderful people I met in Salt Lake. It's totally worth it. So yeah, like I just said, I went to Salt Lake, and it was on March 10th, sorry, 3-10, March 10th. And it started at 10 o'clock was the check-in time. We got there about 10:45, which was perfectly fine. I will say in this video that maybe I'd get there a little bit earlier because one of the reasons I think that I got cut is because they divide people into two rooms because there was 150 people. So 101 through 73 were in one room, and then 73 through 150 were in the second room. I was number like 75. So I was in the second room in the first group to go, and I think that's kind of what screwed me over. But I don't think it really matters about exactly what time you get there because obviously there are people that were in the second room that got through and they showed up much later than I did. So don't worry too much about time. Just be there around check-in time. Don't show up super early. There's no need for that, again, because you don't want to be in that first group or like that first round. Being in one room over the other room is no different. You're going to be doing the exact same thing in both rooms. So there's two rounds to the Disney College program, kind of like what I said earlier. I only made it through one round, but I had friends who made it through the second round, and I also am on the Facebook page, so I've been able to see other people's experiences. So I've gathered all this information for you guys, so I hope it helps you. So the first round, you're just going to learn a simple dance. I'm not a dancer, and I got this dance like that. It was so much fun. It was very upbeat. It was definitely a marching parade dance, so be prepared for that. If you guys want to look at some of the moves that they do for Disney, I would Google old parade shows because I've definitely seen the dance that we learned in one of the old parades. I'm not going to tell you guys any details. If you guys want to know a little bit more, I can tell you a little bit more if you private message me. But that's about it. I'm not going to tell you guys everything that we did. But it was simple, so you guys got it. Also, don't be worried, too. One thing that I was worried about is that I wouldn't be able to see him because I know that in my last Disney audition, we didn't really shift a whole lot of like if you were in back, you kind of stayed in back. No, this guy was like, let's learn this, and then back people moved to the front, and then let's learn something new, and then switch sides, and let's learn something new, and we'll switch sides again. So it was good. I got both experiences. The only problem that I seemed to have was, like I said, I was in the first group, and it was a marching dance. So with 150 people, you're not allowed to use the whole room. But when we went in front of the directors or the casting agents, we were supposed to use the whole room. So I think that's why me and the four other girls, because you go in groups of 5, so it was lined up like this. We're all facing a mirror like this, and the casting director was up here. And we had marched through the whole room towards them doing the dance. And we weren't practicing, marching that whole length. And the music was very, very upbeat for just a simple 8-count dance. So I think that screwed us up. We even had a professional dancer in our midst, and she didn't even make it through the second round. But I just think that as long as you're staying positive and upbeat, that you'll still be fine. Just know that that's what happened to me, so try not to be the first group of people. Like if you're noticing that you're in group 1, like go back and like say, oh, I forgot to add something to my thing, and I don't know, never mind, you'll be fine, don't worry. So sorry, I made more notes for you guys. And then, so after the dance, which you only do once with your 5 group of people, they make a cut. And there's only 2 rounds to this audition. And the next round, you learn a harder dance and you learn an improv scene. And my advice for this is that I would go to a later audition if you guys can, because the improv scenes are the same throughout the whole audition experience, meaning that if you auditioned in New York, it's going to be the exact same improv scene as what we learned in Salt Lake. So that way I was able to learn a little bit ahead of time, what they would be doing. So for ours, we had to act like either a keeper or a zoo animal getting a bath, or like the zookeeper giving the bath. Or then we went on a fishing trip. So what they would do is they learned a harder dance. They would run through the dance once, and then they would act like the animal getting a bath, and they'd run through the dance again, and then they'd act like the keeper giving the bath, and then run through the dance again, and then you'd be on a fishing trip. So that's how that worked. And for people wondering about time, my friends got out around 1:30, 1:45-ish, and both of the 2 rooms were combined for the second round, so everyone got out about the same time. Today is March 27th, and people are finding out about their character performer acceptances. They all get accepted for either a dance role or a character performing role, so you won't know who you're friends with being until you're down at check-in day. As far as people who are getting casted, what I saw at auditions, and then also what I see people who are getting accepted, are everyone's either very short, so around 5 foot. The tallest one I've seen out of like the 5 foot category was about 5'2", or you're very tall, and I've seen from 5'11" to 6'2". So almost every single guy at the Salt Lake City audition that was taller made it to the second round. Did I think they were all the best dancers? No, but they fit a mold, which is what Disney's looking for. So even if you don't get casted your first audition or for this audition, don't think it's because of you. You could have been the best gosh dang Minnie Mouse ever, but they weren't casting for Minnie Mouses. So at the next audition they could be. So go out for it. Try it again. There's so many auditions, just do it. That's my best advice. Go and have fun. Go experience it. Go get some experience under your belt for auditions, and then try out again once you're down in Disney. Or if you don't do the Disney College program, just keep trying out at the auditions near you. Definitely worth it. So much fun. People were so nice. The casting directors were so nice. They were hilarious. I think that's everything that I need to tell you guys, though. If you guys have any questions, just comment below, or find me on Facebook or Instagram. They're both just at Kitty Nestor. I'll be more than happy to answer your guys' questions. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!